Revelry. I tell you, you're gonna have to say it. I'm so sorry.
Lowland Revelry.
Revelry. Did a little bit better. And you guys are the recent winners of the Mariposa Battle of the Bands at the Stockyards.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
Nice.
Yep,
How
back in I think April. I think.
how did that feel?
Man, it was crazy, dude. We didn't honestly. We got into it just to get into the stockyards. We really didn't get into it for the battle. Obviously, we wanted to win, but we didn't know that we would. I just wanted to get into the rhinestone. I've been trying to get in there for a long time, and so I seen that was my ticket to get in there, get into that battle of the bands, and we ended up making it through the first round. And I was like, man, yeah, let's go ahead and try to win this thing. So we started dialing in our transitions and you know perfecting our set. We were practicing like 3 to 4 times a week up until that, and won the second round. Then went to the finale and ended up winning it. And yeah, all the other bands were insane too,
Yeah.
for
Did
sure.
did you have one that you saw and you're like, oh, they're gonna win? Or
Uh, Danny and the Rejects was pretty damn good. So was Cole Dagan.
okay.
I don't know. Dagan, I think. It might be Dagan. I'm not sure. But yeah, they were insanely good. Danny and the Rejects, actually, she got runner up, second place. So
Nice. Yeah, it's like it's definitely wild when you 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 just want to get your name out there, and before you know it, you're like, man, we could possibly win this thing.
yeah, for sure. And then Ghost of Hill County, they headlined the finale, so they played after all the bands and all the battle was over. And yeah, those guys right there, they're insane. They're top notch, man. And they've treated us with nothing but respect, and we're actually really good buddies with those guys now.
Nice. Yeah.
Opened for them at the backyard Waco, and that was pretty cool. I think actually we're playing with them on New Year's at the Rhinestone with Kane and Bryce as well.
Nice.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. Cannon's fun. Cannon's a
Yeah,
lot of
Kanan
fun.
is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Roy was just on last week. I got to talk to him,
Yeah, I
and
seen that.
yeah, we did this October fest down in at the Rhinestone, and he was there. So it's a lot easier to do these when you meet the people.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that seemed like a pretty cool event there. We wanted to go to that. We had something going on. I don't remember what we had going, but after I seen all the videos and pictures of it, I was like, damn,
Yeah,
we should have went. There was a
there's a
lot of
lot.
people there.
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of artists. It's
Hmm.
amazing how big it's gotten every year until like last year, we like totally took over the White Elephant and was like we need a venue, and the
Yeah,
Rhinestone's perfect. I like that room, and we're gonna try to like utilize the back hopefully to have, because there's so many artists that we want to have everybody have a chance
yeah,
to play. And
yeah. It's a hard venue to get in, that's for sure.
yeah,
He books up like the whole year, I think, pretty quick. So you got to like get on the train pretty fast.
yeah,
We're in with him now after that battle. Now he likes us, so we're welcome back.
nice, dude. Like, does it help? I mean, it's got to help open up other doors to other venues of you know.
Yeah. Well, it linked us up with a booking agent that we were working with for a couple months. And he was booking us some stuff. He got us in the Blue Light and a few other ones, Magnolia Motor Lounge, and so we did get a few shows off of that. We actually got the Backyard Waco because we met Ghost of Hill County at that show. And he told me actually at the very beginning, before the show even started, we were sound checking. All the bands was taking turns sound checking earlier in the day, and Ghost of Hill County was already sound checked, so they were just chilling watching. And he came up to us after sound check, Randall the singer, and was like, "Man, who are y'all?" And I was like, Lowland Revelry, man, at a Bastrop. And he was like, man, y'all are good. And I was like, yeah, I appreciate it, man. I was like, y'all are good too. I was like, I see y'all are at Backyard Waco coming up soon. Y'all need an opener for that. Let me know. He was like, man, y'all go ahead and win this thing and then we'll talk. He was like, if y'all win, we'll talk. I just don't want to book you right now and have conflict of interest with the other bands, you know.
Yeah.
He's like, so win this and then we'll talk about it. So we ended up winning and he gave us the show. It was the Backyard Waco. I don't know if you've heard of it, but that's a insane venue.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever heard it. It's funny. Like I know all the other venue names. It's crazy
Yeah.
to know these places I've never been, but to know like the prestige behind it, like the just this the names have power, you know, because everybody talks about them and they're like they're venues you want to play, and it's you know
Yeah, for sure.
it's definitely where artists want to end up playing, and I need to come down there and do like a tour of like those places to finally to get to see
Yeah.
inside the room.
Yeah. Have
I'm
you
like,
been to Green Hall yet?
no,
No,
um,
that's it, man. You got to check that out for sure. It's
yeah,
old school.
yeah, that's that, and like damn, what's the other one? There's so many, uh, like Canes.
Yeah, Canes. I haven't been there yet. Uh, been talking with them, but just haven't got an opportunity yet.
Yeah. Now for the Battle of Bands, did you guys play Bullet at all?
Yeah,
Dude, that the end of that song, as a guitar player, dude, it just rips. I've not a lot of people do that. Not a lot of people like do duets anymore, and I don't get it. Like
yeah,
that was a huge thing back in the day with Southern rock and rock. Like some people will tell you like they'll bring out Freebird is the greatest guitar solo, and I'm like I hate being like the Karen of being like it's a duet, but I got you. Or like when
yeah.
people
It's
say
two people ripping at the same damn
yeah,
time.
yeah. I'm like, it's like Hotel California, a duet, but
Yeah, for sure.
like they were
Yeah, we're
huge.
trying to bring it back, man.
Hell, dude,
Nobody does it anymore. So
yeah. There's only a few people, and
yeah,
like if you have two guitar players that can shred, do it because people when you do it live, it excites people.
for sure. Yeah, that's our closer at every show. Bullet's our last song
I was gonna
of the
say,
night, every show, and it's when that solo's happening, we're going crazy, running all over the stage. It's insane, man. You just have to see it.
yeah,
But
I
we are a four piece now. Unfortunately, we had to let go of our one of our guitar players a couple months ago. Now we're just kind of riding as a four piece until we find the right guy. We're being picky
yeah,
because we had two really, really good guitar players, and the one that we had to let go, man, he was insane. This dude was insane, and but he had some family issues. We had to part ways with him, and it is what it is.
yeah,
We do have another guy though that's been working on our stuff, so hopefully he plays out pretty good.
yeah. Especially when your fans come to expect like a, a high level guitar playing abilities. It's once they get used to
Sure.
it, like it's got to be
It's got
nerve
to be there
wracking.
for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, that was one of our biggest things about our show is our twin guitars. We got complimented on that every show.
yeah. It, it's funny like when I'm playing with my guys, if like the crowd's not paying attention, they just look over and they said just tear it up, and it don't matter. Like people, even if they don't know what you're doing. They're still like, how do you move your fingers like that? How do you do that? Or some people just think it's god awful. You can definitely tell those people like right away, and they're just like okay,
Yeah,
But that guy that was drugged there by his girlfriend or wife, when they're looking like the ones like you went over, and they're like, hell yeah. I like seeing that because
yeah,
it's But yeah, like your sound is very, very guitar oriented, and as a guitar player, I love it because it's man, there's like solos all throughout the song, and you're not afraid to play past 3 minutes and 30 seconds, which
That's actually a problem for us. We try to go under that, but it's hard.
yeah, and
Uh, I don't know why. All of our songs are really long.
yeah, that I understand that that can definitely be an issue. But I grew up listening to like Metallica, and Justice for All. I don't think there's a single song under 7 minutes. It's
That's insane.
yeah, and oh, don't even bring up Dream Theater. My God, they have that one song. It's 45 minutes. Man, you can ruin a
That's
jukebox
crazy,
with
isn't it?
$5 with that song. It's-
That's
but
unbelievable.
yeah, that's what I've always heard. Why like heavy bands or even like country bands that play heavier, they like the metalheads because metalheads will listen to a 15-minute song, especially some of those old school bands and those old rock bands, and they weren't afraid to have it almost would be 2 to 3 songs in one song, which you know as a band, when you write like really cool riffs, it's hard just to put them all in one little package when like, man, you could build a whole nother song on that, and you're like, oh, kind of flows with this, and then the next thing you know, you have this song that almost comes off like a medley. But like if it's all great stuff, it can also be draining too in the creative part
Yeah,
aspect, because man, because it's when you write a good riff, you're excited, and then if you keep writing them and just put them in one thing, you're like, man, we have to fill out an album. you
yeah.
know?
We need more songs.
Yeah,
We just put all of our tricks into one.
yeah, but yeah, that's gotta be a great closer. There- Yeah, I like that song. As a guitar player, I'm like, hell yeah,
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's that's been our closer for a little while, man. Probably a little over a year, I think.
nice.
Usually we swap them around, but that one is hard to replace as the ending.
Yeah, yeah, especially it's an all out shred fest,
Yeah.
just leading it out. And I like your guys' sound. It's like a man. It's what I call Money Creek and Co. It's like earthy. You know what I mean? It sounds like you're listening to like a southern rock band. You're not hearing no tricks, no nothing. You're hearing guitars, amps, bass. Like it's
For sure.
I really like that when you hear stuff like that. And in the same sense, the bands that do like the studio stuff and the drops, and I like that as well. But when everything, I like that. I sometimes like I like the polish, but something I like to get some grit in there, and just like you're just listening to some dudes just jam out.
For
Sometimes
sure.
yeah, sometimes it sounds like it's like from the floor up. You know what I mean? And sometimes it just sounds. It's weird how to say like just sounds like music at a time where, man, you can turn on the radio and you can. It's almost like listening to like robots almost. Like everything's it's too perfect. It's it's like when my buddy was like, "How do we get the guitars to sound huge?" I was like, "I guess we can quad track them." And he did the one part. He goes, "All right." I was like, "What do you mean, all right?" He goes, "You can just copy and paste that, right?" I'm like, "That's not how it works." I said, "You have to do that again 4 times, 3 more times." And he's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because there's little nuances, that little space of not playing it 100%. That's where you get that big sound." And I was like, "You're." He's younger. I was like, "You're the problem."
Yeah.
Mentality like that. I'm like, "We're not paying a studio. I'm here with my Logic. Like I could see if this was $85 an hour, but play that again."
Yeah, just knock it out.
Yeah. But do you go for like a certain sound when you record, or is it just
Um, Not necessarily, no. I actually started as a country artist. I used to be under the Dustin Toliver band, and I grew up on country and rock too. And I played country, sang country for a long time, and I eventually got bored. Like I was at the shows, standing there, not moving around because it's just kind of the same thing over and over.
yeah?
And then we kind of added some rockin' songs to our set, and then that was like my highlight of the show. So I was like, man, we just need more of this. And so we just started writing rock music, and we still have our slower, prettier stuff too that
Hmm.
we add into our set. But if you see our set, if you like come and see a 90-minute set by us, it's 95% rockin'. you know
Yeah, it definitely. Prior to hearing Bullet and whatnot, you can definitely tell there's some like Southern rock and Skinner and all just kind of like you can kind of tell, as just how the music sounds. And like if you had like a trinity of bands, not that like you pull sounds from, like what would be like your top three influences?
Me personally, honestly, so the first person, I don't know if he's so much an influence, but he kind of sparked me into getting into music and chasing this. I seen Parker McCollum live front row about
Nice.
7 years ago, and after that show, that's when I started writing, and I started, seeing him up there on that stage. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do this, and I've been chasing it ever since. So, he's the one that sparked it, but influences, as far as our music goes, Treaty Oak Revival's we're big fans of Treaty Oak. Geo, Pecos, Co, all those guys, Leonard Skinner, even Whiskey Myers.
Yeah.
So I come from country. My drummer, he comes from Southern rock, and my lead guitar player comes from metal. He like loves Judas Priest and stuff like that. And my bass player, he comes from his favorite band is Avenged Sevenfold. So he likes that type of music. Ice and Nine Kills, all them.
Yeah, I've never heard Ice Nine. I see him all the time. I got out before those guys. What is it? Falling in Reverse. I've never.
Yeah.
I know the names. I would probably
That's how
maybe.
I am too. I know all their names. I don't really know their music a whole lot.
Yeah, I obviously I have heard of Avenged Sevenfold. I just I finally got to see him live, and I was like, "What's that wind?" Here I was like the wall for the circle, and I was like, "I am way too old to be this close." I was just like, "Man, this is wild." But yeah, they're good, and all those guys you named, I love those guys. I love their sound. I love what they do, and
Sure.
yeah, that's cool. That like it's just it's so different. It's still it still satisfies like the guitar player in me. Like I like heavy stuff, but there's still like lyrical content to it. You're not screaming at me.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I can hear what you're saying. You know what I mean? And
It's like
it's
a
just
rock band with a country singer.
yeah, dude, exactly. Where I don't lose anything. You know what I mean? Like, but then again, like I have an v- have learned to have a very extreme high level of respect for people that play with no distortion, with the clarity and speed of
Yeah.
you step on a
Yeah, the
wall.
chicken picking.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
Yeah, that's
that
insane.
I they say it takes 10,000 hours to like learn anything, and I'm like on probably 20, and I'm still nowhere near where I'm like I just watch these dudes, and it's absolutely incredible. I'm starting to get good at it, but I'm not. I'm definitely not anywhere near that. because like you're playing rock, you step on a wall pedal, man, you can play above your means, and man, you can hide a lot of stuff. Those guys, they're they're right there, just exposed.
Yeah. Clean tone, yeah, and they're chicken picking.
Yeah,
It's insane, yeah. Like
Uh,
Brad Paisley style.
yeah, dude. It's funny is I knew his name because I love guitar sites, and he's got he's got interesting looking guitars, and I knew his name, and I remember I was like, I want to hear something by Brad Paisley where he rips. Man, what was that song? Whiskey Lullaby. I'm like,
Yeah,
I was not ready for that. I thought I was gonna hear like, but I'm like,
yeah.
I want to hear guitar. I don't want to. I don't want to cry. Not right now. It was such a weird thing. I was just like, no. Well, maybe it speeds up. No,
No, yeah, not that one.
but yeah, I've seen him, and I was like, yeah, that's about got to be great. I just like how like they'll go from like just talking normal, and they're like, oh yeah, you just want to go like, and then they just destroy the guitar and like act like nothing just happened. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, to be able to pull that off.
Like Zach Top, he kind of he rips too.
Yeah, yeah, man, I messed up with him. I
Oh
got
yeah.
yeah, his manager. It was like a private show. I'm pretty sure it was his manager. It's like, hey, you need to come down here. This guy's gonna be the next big thing. And then I walked by him at a show, and I was like, man, he must be on TikTok. He looks familiar. And we're like, I don't know if he recognized me. He probably didn't. But next thing you know, he's on stage. I'm like, oh, that's Zach Top. He was opening for the Steel Woods, and yeah, who would have thought? Now
He's
he's on like
huge.
yeah, incredible. Like he it just just how like some people's just path in music. It's weird how man some people they grind it, they grind it, they grind it, they grind it, and it seems like it takes forever. And some people it's like the universe,
Overnight.
yeah, yeah, picks a person, and just next thing you know, they just blow up.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works. People, they throw a TikTok video out there and it just blows up. And there's some people that will drop a video on TikTok before even playing a show ever.
Yeah,
They'll drop a video, blow up, and then play their first show, and it's sold out. And it's like they've never even played to an empty bar before.
yeah,
That's insane to me.
yeah. Because there's things people don't tell you. Like you have to learn the hard way.
Yourself, yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times we've had to cut cables and hardwire stuff because these companies like their own plugs, and you're just sitting there like, well, we don't have a mixer. It's like, well, we could, possibly blow it up, but it'll work for a night. Just like
Yeah.
the things you have to do. I can't tell you like it's man, you feel stupid saying it. How many when people would shut the trailer door and the latches didn't latch, and it would just fall. You're doing 70 miles an hour down the thing, and your gear. The
Yeah.
one guitar player, he was smoking a cigarette and flicked it out. Looked back, the entire bed with all of the PA speakers are on fire. It total. Yeah, it's funny is the guy at Guitar Center. I had to buy an extra PA, and he's like, you want the insurance because we had this guy come back and he handed us cinders, but we could tell what it was, so we replaced it. You're gonna want. I'm like, yeah, I know that guy. He's in my band. Yeah. Please don't bring that up. He's like, I'm like, I'm not the guy. I don't know. I just, that's kind of why I have to buy another one. But yeah, like you said, like you put up a TikTok video, and next thing you know, like you're like famous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's insane.
yeah,
Yeah. And then most people, got to grind for it for a long time. I know. So we changed our band name um, about a year and a half ago. So we've been under Lowland Revelry for about a year and a half now, and it seems to people that we're brand new, spent a year and a half, just started, and it's like I've been doing this for 7 years now. So it's like it's not new to me, you
Yeah.
know. It is to everybody else, but to me, it's like I've been doing it for a long time. It's like, did I actually start over, or you know?
Yeah, dude, changing changing a band name, that's a pretty big decision because
For sure.
not a lot of people will do it or have done it. And yeah, especially like you said, when you've been under the same name for 7 years, and it's wild. It's a huge decision,
For
like
sure.
a Silverado and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
that's insane. I couldn't believe they changed their name. I was like, what
Yeah,
the hell?
he, when he came out with that, and what's weird is like hardcore fans will be mad at stuff like that. Like when I love like the music, you just kind of like
The band name don't matter.
yeah, you end up like having this like you may never have met them, but like as musicians, man, like you can't tell me like you have no camaraderie, like you don't love that guy that entertains you. You see him on YouTube, you go to his concerts, you have a great a name is just it's a sound you can make with your mouth. That's it. That's
That's it. Pretty
yeah,
much.
that's that's like when I was defending. I wasn't defending. I was just saying, like people were like, "You have no idea, cross Canadian ragweed. You have no idea." I'm like, I will still go see Cody. I get the lead singer, the lead guitar player. I'm happy. I'm absolutely happy. Like I still get to hang out with the guy. You know what I mean? He makes great music. I have a great time. It's just the name.
You
And
still
I get it.
sing.
Yeah, and I get it. People that grew up and were in there. It was a moment of their life, probably some of the best times they've ever had. But I was happy. It's just that, and I'm happy they got back together. But because I'll be seeing them January. But yeah, like changing your name, like, and it's just weird, just how like you could have huge fans of Dustin Toliver, and man, they'll be like mad at you. And that just blows my mind.
Yeah, for sure.
You're just trying to get your music out there and make a living off of it and give people good stuff. And it's a business decision. And what you're playing, I definitely think that needs a band name.
And that's why we did it ultimately, because we started getting rocking under the Dustin Tolliver band, and so when we were under the Dustin Tolliver band, it was me running everything. I was doing the socials, I was booking all the shows, I was doing everything. Like the band wasn't helping at all, and I finally, because I was always going through hired guns and stuff, like I went through so many different band members over the years, and finally I got this band that I have now. Everybody's young and hungry. They all want this just like I do. And as soon as I seen that I had a band that wasn't going anywhere, I was like, look, we're gonna what do y'all think about changing the band name and becoming a unit together? And you take this, I take that, so now I do the booking. Our bass player does all the TikTok. Our guitar player and drummer, they do all the Instagram stuff, and we all try to help as much as we can.
Nice. That makes a huge difference
For
with just
sure.
with the payload, and it's nice you have guys like that because you cannot put that spirit into somebody. I
No,
have
you
tried.
can't.
I
Yeah.
have tried so hard to get people to be like, "Come on, man!" Like, because like the one band I was in, I was the guitar player. No one wants to see me, but that was like the face. People would be like, "Oh, you're not the singer." And I'm like, "No, no, sorry, dude, sorry to disappoint." And it's just yeah, with everything split up, and everybody puts in, for the good of the colony. Everybody has has a part, has a stake. Because if the band does better, everybody does better.
For sure.
The show,
100%.
yeah, the shows get bigger, the budgets get bigger, you know, the songs start sounding better. You get to work with whoever you want, you know.
Well, it's pretty much like a big old boulder, going up a
Yeah,
hill, and you're either going to push it up by yourself, and it's really hard, or you have the whole band pushing that boulder up together, and
yeah, I
it's
do.
a little bit easier.
Yeah, 100%. I it makes such a huge difference, and you can tell, like, kind of like on stage, like when people have that stake in it, they're also gonna try to have more engagement with the crowd, and
100%.
yeah, when you have a bunch of guys up there that you know live, breathe, and sleep in the same rooms and share everything, like it's cool
It's
to see. Yeah,
yeah, we're all best friends too, man. We all we hang out outside of the music, and I couldn't have asked for a better group of guys to be behind me, man. I really couldn't.
yeah, that's good that that you're able to have that. And but like, so is there any like venues that are like man, like you really want to play,
Yeah.
that you're trying to get on? Yeah, there's probably a whole bunch.
Yeah, there's a bunch. Yeah, Whitewater Amphitheater would be insane in New Braunfels. I did knock a few off the bucket list, like Green Hall. I really always wanted to play, and we got in there finally.
Nice.
The Blue Light as well. I got in there. Canes, that's one that I want to get in really bad. Um, mm, 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 you know, there's so many. Brewster Street Ice House in Corpus. That's the one that I would like to get in. Yeah, there's still a good amount in Texas that we haven't done, that we'd really love to do still. We're gonna do,
Yeah,
we're not gonna have it any other way, so we're gonna get it eventually, you know,
yeah.
hopefully.
Now, is there an area where like your sound just thrives, or is it like an epicenter, or is it just kind of like wherever
Um
you go?
so when we went to Sturgis, we played in Sturgis like a month or so ago. Yeah, it was a biker bar though, so I don't know if that's why, but they seem to enjoy it a lot there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that was we went and played out there at Kickstands, and they do a Sturgis has a huge biker rally every year, and Kickstands hosts like a 2 week long festival during that biker rally, and they have like last year they had Geo, Pecos, they had so many bigger bands, man, and a bunch of smaller bands opening every single night. It's like 2 weeks straight every night, and so we went down there, played, hoping we get in there on that festival, So fingers crossed on that.
yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think. I've only missed one show with my band. It was at something like that, and there was like people dancing on bikes and everything, and I was just like watching them live. I was just like, yeah, maybe I should have tried to have gone there, but I I only have so much time off at work because it's funny. Like I'll have comments that like, all you do is sit in the studio and listen to music. I'm like, no, I have a job. I assure you. If I didn't have a job, I'd probably be down in Texas trying to play with the band, or just being a hired guy. Just want to just shred, play some
Yeah,
music. What's up? How'd you
yeah.
get
Sorry.
how'd you get a phone call?
No, my phone just wigged out real quick.
Uh,
Sorry about that.
it's all right. Yeah, not to jinx it. It's been a while since we had a technical difficulty, but yeah, like do you guys? You have the new single, "They Don't Know You,"
Yeah.
and is there any more future releases too, or
So yeah, we got a bunch of unreleased songs in our pocket right now that we're trying to get. You know, the studio is expensive as hell.
Yeah,
But we got one in the works already. We're just waiting on the mixing and stuff. We got to go back in and do some harmonies on it. That one's called "Save My Soul," and then we got one called "Lord I Gotta Go" coming after that one, and then one called "Hard Not Life" coming after that one. So we got, and then we got a bunch of others behind those too. So we got so many songs ready. You know.
yeah. You just do them as singles and then release an EP.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we were all at first. We were all about dropping an album. You know, we want to drop a whole album, but we've learned that that's not the way. You know, when you're a smaller band, you want to show love to every single song when you drop it.
yeah,
And if you drop an album, it's a lot of them probably won't get touched by people if they ain't digging, what they've already heard,
yeah. That's it's like these guys that they drop 28 track albums.
Yeah, that's insane. Like Morgan Wall and all those guys.
Yeah, and like even like even being a huge fan, that's you need to clear your schedule just to listen to an entire album. It's almost
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah, take you a whole like week to listen to it front to back.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. That's like I remember like what Buckethead released this abomination of so many songs. I was like, it's too much. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of like the all killer no filler. That was always what I liked. Just drop a solid release, and but then again, those guys got teams and distribution networks, and but talk about saturating yourself on the market. You
Yeah, it's like how do you have so many damn songs, man?
yeah. Oh, I guess some guys they have
Songwriters, yeah.
yeah. It's now with your songs, they're all just written by you guys. Are
Yes, sir.
you guys are
So I wrote lyrics. I wrote the lyrics to most of our songs.
mhm.
There is a few that we all like some of our newer stuff that's not out that we all had a part in on writing lyrics, but probably 90% of our music was wrote by me lyrically. And then I bring it to the band and the drummer has a big part in writing like the band parts, like the solo, that Freebird salute solo on Bullet that we did. That was his idea. He was like, man, at the end, we need to go into a Freebird type solo, man. And we did it, and it was like, oh, yeah, hell yeah. Should we release this though? And he was like, fuck it, man.
Yeah, yeah. Because now, do you get any backlash from that?
No, not yet. We haven't. We have had people tell us, I dig the Freebird solo, and they know.
Yeah, that's cool. Because
Yeah,
some people, I've come to find out. Well, my dad is one. The Leonard Skinner, the purists. They man, they're very protective of their Skinner. Like,
yeah, for sure.
I, I, but I like how like when you're honest about it. You know what I mean? Like, what is
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
awesome. It's
And we promote it like that on TikTok sometimes. We'll be like, this is the next Freebird solo. Blah
yeah,
blah blah. We're huge fans of Leonard Skinner. That's all that is. It's just
yeah,
respect is all it is. The drummer, that's his favorite band of all time is Leonard Skinner. He's obsessed with them.
yeah. Like it's yeah. Some Leonard Skinner fans are
Yeah.
they're crazy about him. But I love how like you guys don't hide that or be like, nah,
Yeah.
some guys would be like, it's for some reason it just I'm thinking of Vanilla Ice when he's like, no, his song goes dun 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 dun, dun and then he goes, my goes dun 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 ticka, dun dun. It's like, come on, man, we all know it was under pressure. And you just say you like
Yeah,
the riff, you change it a little bit, you know.
for
But
sure.
yeah, but I like how you guys are like the new Freebirds. And I wish more bands would do that. You know what I mean?
Throw a little shout out to people, man. That's
Yeah, and especially an iconic because it, people aren't going to be able to. You can't experience that now, but to be able to experience it like with another band, hell yeah, you know what I mean?
for sure. Yeah.
Like
So that song "Save My Soul" we got coming out. That one salutes to Ozzy Osbourne. So when he passed away, so my guitar player Ryan, he's obsessed with Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne. That's his shit, man. And so he's always done it live on his solo. You know, the Crazy Train part where it's like wow now 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 wow now now now. So he throws that one lick in there, and that's it. You know, it's like some people will notice.
yeah,
You know, it's pretty obvious. You know, it's I'm not trying to hide it.
yeah,
It's just a salute, is all it is.
yeah. There's a couple of famous people that do stuff like that, and I've heard people talking in interviews, and they're like, well, even if they didn't want me to do it, can't copyright a solo. I'm like,
Yeah,
huh. That's one way just to be like, hey, I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want to do, kind of moment. But I do like that because
sure,
I want to be there at the end of the night and to hear that and see that. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure, for sure, for sure.
yeah, it's well, everybody's screaming Freebird at you anyway, so let's give you our rendition about it.
Yeah,
That's
pretty much.
I just remember my one buddy, he Freebird was on the set list, and I laughed. I thought it was a joke, And he's like, "You ready to play 14 minutes of just as fast as you can?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And he's like, "No, dude, we're actually playing it." I was like, "God," I was like, I had my in ears. I was like, "Hold up!" I had to run, make sure I wasn't going out of the house, and I was trying to like remember. I'm like, because that's just you just can't. That's a song like
You have to
everybody.
do it note for note,
Yeah, 100%. Until you get to the solo, and then you can just, I
rip
mean,
it. Yeah,
just stay by the box and everything. But yeah, I, I love that you guys have that side of you too, because who doesn't want to, give credit and have your heroes. I mean, if they influence you, it's just it's nice to hear bands that aren't scared to be like hell yeah, thank you. That does sound like that for a reason, because
for sure.
a lot of people, man, they'd be like, "Oh, it sounds too much like this." I said, "Well, maybe it's supposed to." You know what I mean? Like, it's just some people grew up and love these songs, and it's cool to hear other people or just having it. I mean, there's only 12 notes. You know?
Yeah, there's only so much you could do on a guitar. You know, it's
Yeah. Like,
if you know the chord progression. A minor, G, or whatever. There's thousands of songs with that same progression. It's
yeah. Every chord progression. If you're just, it's oh, that's Tuesday's gone. Tuesday's gone. Yeah, kind of, but not really. When you get down
yeah,
to it, but yeah, there's only so many notes, and it is funny. Like when you are a guitar player, and you're like, man, I just wrote the best song I've ever written, and then you start playing it a little bit different. You're like, yeah, nah, that's Jimi Hendrix. I am not Jimi Hendrix. That's what happened to me. I showed my buddy. I was like, listen to this riff. He's like, cool. That's a Jimi Hendrix thing. I'm like, damn it. And he listened to the song. I was like, because you'll do it subconsciously.
yeah. It's in your head. You already hear it because you've already heard that before,
Y-
and it's
Now,
like once it's in your head, you can't get it out either.
yeah. Now, do you have a like being a front man? Do you have like a favorite front man, or like somebody that you like you said, like you try to keep your shows like more like Parker McCollum with like the intensity and whatnot? Do you have like a guy that like
So our shows, man, it's our shows are very energetic. We run around a lot like Treaty Oak does. We don't throw beer around like that or nothing, but that would be stealing their idea. But
Yeah.
we do run around and bring that kind of energy. You know, hats are flying off, hair's going everywhere. We bring a lot of energy. One front man that I dig his style big time is Josh Huser from the Huser Brothers.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got some style, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig the way he moves around on stage for sure.
Yeah, I love their music. I gotta check out I gotta check you guys out on YouTube too to actually see some stuff and see those guys. But that's cool. You guys run around. That's like yeah, because like Trio, that's like I've seen them numerous times, and
They're
it's
insane.
yeah, it's because like you want to see a show. You know what I mean? And I get it. Some guys are older, and I get what you were saying about sometimes you feel like an artist is like locked in the box in front of that microphone, and it's
Yeah, they
just
stand there the whole time, and it's kind of boring, you know, when you're in the crowd watching it. It's
yeah,
like it sounds great, the music's great, but it's like it's not really a show,
yeah.
you know.
That
And
it's
we always struggled with that for years, just sitting there, you know. And one day we were just like, man, we got to move around a little more. We got to, you know, look like we're having fun up here,
yeah,
you know. And we started and never stopped.
yeah, dude. I think it makes a big difference because especially with some like country guys, like that guitar is not coming through the mix. You know what I mean? There's no problem. Like there's no problem to run around like a front man. You know, you
Yeah,
don't have to pretend playing guitar because there's 5 guitars on stage. That doesn't work. Y'all ain't playing this. You know what I mean? Like it'd be too much. Like it yeah. I don't know. It's live music should be uh, like a show, but
for
you know,
sure.
like obviously you're not going to be at a listening room just running running around like just and everyone's just staring at you. You know, but
Yeah,
I definitely love like the high intensity shows like Shane Smith and the Saints and Treaty Oak and like all those guys. And, like it's fun. It's it's a great time, especially like it's very connective to be like in the audience member, being an audience member, and just having the energy match with the people on stage. It's just
for
it,
sure. Yeah,
it's like you fuel me, I fuel you. You know, it's just a vibrant thing that just happens, and I love it. There's a lot of bands that really know how to harness that, and it helps if you're having a bad night, you know, people be less apt to notice, you know.
for sure. Yeah, and it's like anybody that's not big as hell and they're just standing there, you know, in a box, like you said, the whole show, it's hard to get the crowd involved, you know, up to the
Yeah,
front and have them come up to the stage, you know. Once we started moving around a little bit, and I'd tell them in the mic, y'all come on up here, get up off your butts, you know, and it works. You know,
yeah,
it gets them hyped up and they want to get up and they come up to the front of the stage and it, when they come up like that, it makes us feel better. It makes us move around even more, you
yeah.
know?
Oh, dude, it it's an exhilarating feeling being on stage, especially when like you're looking at faces, not backs, you know, and
For sure.
the people are vibing, and man, it's I mean, it's the greatest job in the world to be up there and have people wanting to watch you and everything. And do you have a like a hype song? Like if you got to turn the crowd around, is there one that like just
Uh,
all
yeah, we do Sublime, What I Got. We have them
nah,
sing along. We say love is, they say what I got. That 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 usually works 10 out of 10 times, honestly. I can't remember a time it didn't.
yeah,
Unless there's just nobody there, then that's a different story, but you know,
yeah. That's I always tell people like there's power behind a cover song. It's to have people, you know, to sing along with the band and they feel they get connected to it and you go into another song and you're like, whoa, who's this by? And you're like, you know, us. You know, I mean, it's just how you can rope people in because
For sure.
yeah, if people, especially like regulars and whatnot, and you, sometimes I feel like people regulars are like some of the like the hardest people at like a bar to win over because you just always see them
They're
come
just
in.
there to have some drinks and they don't give a shit what's
Yeah,
going on.
you can always tell them by the eye roll, like oh, when you're pushing your amp, they're like oh god, there's one of them. Yeah, we're gonna have to win that guy over. But yeah, I definitely think the cover song is definitely it's good to have in the toolbox of like,
For
hey,
sure. Yeah, we have a few of them. Sometimes we have to do a longer set, like 2 to 3 hours, and we throw quite a bit of originals in there just to keep them roped in.
yeah,
Every so while, like we do Folsom Prison, we do Simple Man, we do a Treaty Oak song.
nice.
You know, uh, we do Can't You See, Mary Jane's Last Dance.
That's a fun one.
These are all just ones that are in our pocket. We don't play them all the time, but we will, every now and then.
Yeah, yeah. Some like you said, sometimes when you look at the clock and you're like, how are we through almost all of our songs? It's sometimes you just man, you're just blowing songs out, playing them too fast. Or I always find that's one thing I'll do until like our one drummer was like, y'all gonna start playing to this click. And I'm like, I refuse. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'll play to your bass drum. You be the click.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah, yeah. That's I feel like some of those metal dudes. Their music it's so complex. They need to have that because they all, especially when you're having like three guys play in solo. Like I get that or that they need that, but man, it's almost like you can almost tell like they're holding back. Like just jam, dude. Like I'm here. I'm here to hear it. How you guys are gonna play it tonight. You know what I mean? Like I've seen Metallica like just blast through songs that I know were played way too fast, but I loved it because
It's alive.
yeah. And when the crowd's going nuts, you know, you, you give the people what they want. They like, we're gonna play this. We're gonna play faster. That's. I'm pretty sure that's how their sound even came about. But yeah, like I'll listen to the CD on the way home. I want to hear. I want to hear like you go a couple more bars. Like I want to hear that five more minutes of the end of Bullet. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
definitely a live experience. Like do you have like a favorite concert you've ever been to?
Treaty Oak.
Treaty Oak?
Yeah, Whiskey Myers is a hard second though. I seen Whiskey Myers front row at Whitewater, and I seen Treaty Oak Whitewater front row as well. So it
Nice.
was the same exact show, and yeah, Treaty Oaks. I don't know. They're hard to top, man. The way
Y-
they run around on stage and throw beer, it's just, man, they get that crowd going, dude.
y- 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 yeah, that they're crazy. I I I
Yeah.
I love their sound and man, their crowd. It's like everywhere. Like it's weird how like it that it follows them. Like that's what it's just weird of how when they play Boomtown, you know, you can't see the sky because
Yeah.
there's projectiles from seeing them in Texas all the way out here in the Northeast. It's the same. It's nice because like because I knew I was like, yeah, I don't want to be up on the rail because I was up at the rail and I was like, yeah, man, this is a 3-story place. Thank God I got out of the way because they were like semi rigid plastic cups. I was like, maybe I just want to stand over here and thank God I did. But it's cool. So
Yeah.
like, and it's like, do you guys have any? anything that's like your thing for live shows?
Not necessarily, no.
No, it's
Not that I could think of. Not no type of signature thing, no.
yeah. Have you ever got like sat around with guys and been like, man, what's our thing? You know, like because it's weird how like some certain bands have like you just know, like no matter where you are, anywhere in the country, you just something that the fans are gonna do that just becomes like a calling card. It's weird how just some people have that, and it's kind of like I mean they didn't start it, you know what I mean? It's not like they started this whole thing like the people did. There's got to be a video of Sam explaining how that took off because
What, the beer throwing?
yeah.
Yeah, so there is a video about it actually. So supposedly what happened was they were at the Blue Light Lubbock, and I actually seen the video of the first time it happened, and they had the whole crowd up in the front, and they were going crazy, and Treaty Oak wasn't even that big at this time. They were, not far off from what we are, and they the whole crowd, there was probably 50 people there, and they were throwing, every one of them was throwing beer all over the damn place. And they never, like, Treaty Oak didn't start it. Like, they didn't throw the first beer. The crowd started throwing it, so they started throwing it with them. And that video went viral on TikTok. And so they kind of just stuck to that.
Hmm. That's crazy.
So now they tell the venues that they play at, hey, we're going to be throwing beer all over the place. Is that cool? It's just their thing. All the venues they know it's coming.
Yeah, I like how they have the official Treaty Oak beer sling poncho.
Yeah.
Like it. Hey, might as well. You know, publicity's publicity because the one show I went to that was on the news. That was a big deal. But so what's in the future for Lowland? Do you have like goals for next year and whatnot? What things you want to do?
Yeah. Next year, we really want to get into opening for people more often, bigger names.
Yeah,
I'm dipping my feet in right now with a few booking agents that work with, bigger artists, like Cody West, Treaty Oak, we want to open for guys like that at least once a month, coming
yeah,
into next year. That would be ideal for us.
yeah. Oh, it, they're definitely going to dig your sound, especially if you like a lot of music is just getting in front of the right people. Those crowds of those bands, they're the right people.
For sure. Yeah, we'd be a great opener for those type of guys, man. We just got to get in. They don't know us,
Yeah,
you just got to get that one show. Once you get it down, and they hear you, and then you're in,
yeah. It's amazing. Of just like you said, it a lot of times it's either one show, one song, or one viral video, and it's wild how just one of those things can just
kick
send
it
you,
off.
yeah, just straight to the moon, and just man, to blast you out of the atmosphere. It's crazy to see. It's also, I've had people tell me they're like, man, it's so hard not to pay someone to throw something and hit me in the face with it so it could possibly go viral. And the people because I was like, I understand, you know what I mean? Because once that goes out and people click the little thing and start listening to your music, like
It might have been worth it.
yeah, I see. It's and then like you do see some of the videos and you're like, I wonder if that was a plant, because because to hit the face, you got to aim for the face.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I know you said you had an hour. It's been an hour. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think we covered it all, man. Yeah, that's about it.
Nice. Yeah,
I'd like,
we just need you.
I'd like to get some blind reactions going.
Yeah,
Some
dude,
of these
like
songs going.
your distribution must be like Fort Knox. Cause even when Dustin Toliver, man, like
They're
everything would
shutting
get,
them down.
yeah, it was get muted. And I do the promo things, and that's the first one where it's just said, replace sounds. We're gonna mute your video. I'm like, but it was only like snippets. And I trimmed it back a little bit. I'll figure it out because I want people to hear that, and I can clip it up with what you said about of the tribute to the Freebird, because it's such a cool part of the song where
For sure.
you're like, dude, what's going on? And I love, I got to see that live. I would love to see that, especially like there's got to be people that have never seen you. Their eyes have to light up, like if they don't know
Oh, for
that's
sure. Yeah.
oh, if they don't know that wave's coming, that's just because it's when it's the breaks and the tension that gets built, and just when you hear the guitars go off, you're like, oh hell yeah, because
Yeah.
there's only a couple other songs that do that, and there's only one that does that. Now there's another one. You know, it's
Yes, sir.
I really think that it's a really it was clever because the whole song rocks, and then it just goes into that. It's just like, god dang, it just brings you back, to the first time you heard that ever, and you can have that same experience with a whole nother song, a whole nother band, and I think a lot of people are gonna love that. They just, like I said, there's sometimes you just need to be put in front of it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm gonna have to beat these sensors. I'll figure out a way. Maybe it should be so weird. I'll just have to stop it and say something and make even more people mad.
Hold on 1 second.
There you go. But yeah, man, it was great talking to you.
For sure, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and congratulations on winning the Battle of the Bands, man. That's awesome.
Thank you. For
Yeah,
sure.
and I hope I see you guys opening up for more those bands you're talking about, because I really think if people don't know you, they're definitely going to know you after that.
Yeah, for sure, man. We just got to get in.
Yeah, that's got to get in the club. A lot of times that's just all it takes. But yeah, thank you for your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep, and hopefully I'll catch a show one day or see you down in Stockyards.
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
all right,
That's Toliver.
hey, that's funny.
Yeah. New Year's Eve, if you're around, man, we'll be at the Rhinestone. So,
Man,
Kane and Bryce and Ghost to Hill. So,
yeah, I that's gonna be a great show. Those guys,
yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Those guys are good. Well, you enjoy your night, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Yep.